There is a silent worker inside your body that never takes a break. It filters your blood, it cleans toxins, it processes nutrients, it turns food into energy. That worker is your liver. And while it works nonstop, many people are hurting it every day without knowing. Some foods that look normal, that look safe, are slowly damaging the liver. And worse, they are slowing down fat loss, blocking progress, and keeping stubborn fat locked in place. Here is the hook. Some of the biggest problems do not come from junk food alone. They often come from everyday foods that sit on kitchen shelves, inside refrigerators, and on dinner tables. Foods that look harmless, foods that many people think are healthy, yet inside the body, they trigger inflammation. They overload the liver. They push the body toward fatty liver disease. They make it harder to burn fat, no matter how hard you try. In this video, you are going to learn about 7 of the worst foods for your liver. You will learn how they stress liver cells. You will learn why they lead to stubborn belly fat. You will hear simple science explained in clear language so you can understand exactly what is happening inside your body. We will uncover hidden sugars, dangerous fats, and sneaky ingredients that companies do not want you to think about. Stay with me until the end, because the final 2 foods surprise most people. They are not the obvious ones. Many people eat them every single week, thinking they are fine. But the research shows that they can increase fat inside the liver, raise inflammation, and slow down metabolism. When your liver becomes overloaded, it cannot break down fat efficiently. It cannot remove toxins well. Energy drops, fat loss stalls, health slowly declines. You will also learn why the liver is so important for weight loss. Many people think fat loss is only about calories, but the truth is deeper. The liver helps control hormones. It manages blood sugar. It decides whether your body stores fat or burns fat. When the liver is healthy, the body works more smoothly. When the liver is stressed, the whole system struggles. Throughout this video, we will share real facts, not hype. You will hear lesser-known details, like how certain sweeteners can trigger fat storage inside the liver, even if the food does not taste overly sweet. You will learn why some oils stay in the body far longer than others and create silent inflammation. You will hear how specific processed foods trick your brain into eating more while quietly harming your liver. There is a reason so many doctors warn about fatty liver disease. It often shows no early symptoms. People may feel fine. They may think all is okay. Meanwhile, fat slowly builds up inside the liver. Over time, this can lead to serious health problems, low energy, and stubborn weight that refuses to move. That is why knowledge matters. The more you understand, the more control you gain. So watch carefully. Listen to every point. Small changes can protect your liver. Small choices can support fat loss. When you know which foods are harming you, you can take power back. You can support healing. You can help your body work the way it should. Welcome to our channel. We share clear, science-based health content to help you live better, feel stronger, and stay informed. If you want practical guidance, easy explanations, and helpful tips that respect your health, you are in the right place. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay with us until the very end of this video. Your liver, your energy, and your future self will truly benefit from what you are about to learn. The liver is one of the most important organs in the human body. It works quietly in the background, but it controls many powerful processes. It filters toxins from your blood and breaks them down so they can leave the body. It processes nutrients from food and sends them where they are needed. It stores energy for later use. It controls fat metabolism and decides whether fat will be burned or stored. When the liver becomes overloaded, everything starts to slow down. Extra sugar, processed foods, unhealthy fats, and certain chemicals force the liver to work harder than it should. Fat begins to build up inside liver cells. Inflammation increases. The body becomes less efficient at using fuel. Weight loss becomes harder. Even when someone eats less or exercises more, hormones related to hunger and fullness can shift out of balance. Blood sugar control becomes more difficult. Tiredness appears more often. Cravings increase. The body starts to hold on to fat instead of releasing it. A healthy liver supports clean blood, steady energy, balanced hormones, and smoother fat burning. Protecting it means supporting every other system in the body, including digestion, metabolism, and long-term health. Alcohol is one of the main substances the liver must process. Almost every drop goes straight to the liver first. It cannot be stored. It must be broken down right away. That puts heavy pressure on liver cells, especially when drinking becomes frequent. As the liver works harder, toxic byproducts form inside the cells. These irritate the tissue and create inflammation. Over time, small amounts of fat start to collect inside the liver. When alcohol becomes a regular habit, this buildup grows. The liver tries to repair itself, but the constant stress makes the process harder. Scarring can slowly appear. Detox work slows down. Fat metabolism changes. More fat starts staying in the body instead of being burned for energy. The body may begin storing fat around the belly and internal organs, even when food intake does not seem very high. Many people think only heavy drinking is dangerous, but steady, routine drinking also places strain on the liver. Even weekend drinking can add up. Sleep quality drops, hormones shift, appetite increases, energy levels fall. Over time, the liver has to fight to stay functional, while alcohol keeps demanding attention, pushing other important jobs aside, and making everyday health harder to maintain. Sugary drinks are one of the fastest ways to overload the liver. Sodas, sweetened juices, sports drinks, flavored teas, and energy drinks often carry large amounts of added sugar. Many of them use high fructose corn syrup, which the body handles differently from regular table sugar. Fructose is mainly processed in the liver. When it arrives in high amounts, the liver turns much of it into fat because it cannot use it fast enough. That fat begins to settle inside liver cells. Over time, the liver becomes heavier and more stressed. At the same time, these drinks push blood sugar up and trigger insulin spikes. Higher insulin levels signal the body to store more fat instead of burning it. Hunger tends to rise again soon after drinking them, so people often end up consuming even more calories. Another problem is that sugary drinks do not make you feel full the way solid food does. The sugar goes down quickly, and the liver has to deal with a sudden rush. This kind of repeated stress encourages more fat storage, more cravings, and more difficulty keeping weight under control. The cycle repeats each time another sweet drink is opened and consumed. Freight and fast foods place a heavy burden on the liver. French fries, fried chicken, burgers, chips, and many takeout meals are packed with unhealthy fats that heat at high temperatures and become harder for the body to handle. These oils are often reused, which makes them even more damaging. When they enter the body, the liver must break them down first, and that creates extra stress on liver cells. As these fats build up, they trigger inflammation inside the liver. Inflammation makes the liver work slower and less efficiently. Fat begins to accumulate in the liver tissue, and the body starts storing more fat in general. The process affects metabolism, making it more difficult to burn fat for energy. Instead, more calories are pushed towards storage. Many fried foods are also loaded with salt, refined carbs, and additives. This combination increases cravings, raises water retention, and keeps people coming back for more. Portion sizes are usually large, so the liver receives a big load in one sitting. Over time, regular fast food meals change the way the liver manages fat, sugar, and toxins. The constant pressure forces the liver to stay busy with damage control while other important jobs slow down. Processed and packaged foods may seem convenient, but they come with a hidden cost for the liver. Instant noodles, canned meals, packaged snacks, frozen dinners, and many boxed foods are created to last longer on shelves. To do that, they are filled with preservatives, flavor enhancers, stabilizers, excess sodium, and artificial ingredients that the body does not easily recognize. Each of these must be filtered and broken down, and that work falls mainly on the liver. As these chemicals move through the system, the liver becomes busier and more stressed. Instead of focusing on normal tasks like managing hormones and burning fat, it must spend extra energy detoxifying additives. Many processed foods are also high in unhealthy fats and refined sugars. This combination pushes fat to build up in the liver while driving more cravings and overeating. Packaged foods usually lack fiber and real nutrients, so blood sugar rises quickly, and the body stores more energy as fat. Over time, constant exposure to these ingredients forces the liver into overload mode. The organ tries to keep up, but the repeated strain affects metabolism, energy levels, and the body's ability to handle toxins efficiently, creating a growing internal burden that continues meal after meal. Refined carbohydrates may look simple and harmless, but they create powerful changes inside the body. White bread, white rice, pasta, pastries, cookies, and many baked goods are stripped of fiber and key nutrients during processing. Without fiber, these foods break down very quickly once they reach the digestive system. Sugar floods into the bloodstream in a short time, and blood sugar rises fast. When this happens, the body releases more insulin to move sugar out of the blood. Repeated spikes make the cells less responsive over time, a state known as insulin resistance. Once insulin resistance develops, the body stores more sugar as fat, especially around the belly and inside the liver. The liver receives excess glucose and converts it into fat because it cannot use it all at once. Refined carbs also leave people hungry again soon after eating. There is little fiber to slow digestion or create lasting fullness. This leads to more snacking, more cravings, and another surge of sugar for the liver to manage. As this pattern repeats day after day, fat metabolism weakens, energy drops, and the liver carries an increasing load, constantly working to deal with the extra sugar being turned into stored fat. Red meat and processed meats can place a strong burden on the liver when they are eaten often. Beef, lamb, sausages, bacon, deli meats, and hot dogs are usually high in saturated fats. These fats are harder for the body to handle, so the liver must work harder to break them down. When large amounts arrive again and again, the excess fat begins to collect inside liver cells and around the organ. As saturated fat intake rises, levels of bad cholesterol go up as well. This adds stress to the liver and the circulatory system at the same time. The liver has to manage extra fat in the blood while still performing its other jobs. Over time, this pattern encourages more fat storage instead of fat burning. The body becomes less efficient at using stored energy, and fat loss slows. Processed meats carry even more problems. Many are cured, smoked, or preserved with chemicals, salt, and additives that the liver must filter. These ingredients create extra workload and irritation. Meals that combine processed meats with refined carbs and oils add another layer of strain. Bit by bit, the liver stays busy dealing with fats, preservatives, and byproducts, while normal metabolic tasks become tougher to manage. Trans fats and hydrogenated oils are some of the most harmful substances the liver must deal with. They are artificial fats found in many packaged snacks, cookies, crackers, fried fast foods, margarine, and certain cooking oils. These fats are created through chemical processes to extend shelf life or improve texture, but the body does not recognize them as natural fuel. The liver must work extra hard to process them, and that creates stress on the organ over time. When trans fats enter the liver, they trigger inflammation. Inflammation signals the liver cells to store more fat. This increases liver fat and slows down normal fat metabolism. The body struggles to burn fat efficiently even when diet and exercise are adequate. High levels of trans fats in the bloodstream can also affect cholesterol, raising bad cholesterol and lowering good cholesterol. This combination further stresses the liver and the cardiovascular system simultaneously. Many people consume trans fats without realizing it because they are hidden in packaged and processed foods. Even small amounts eaten regularly create a cumulative effect, adding to liver fat and chronic inflammation. The organ has to constantly work to neutralize these artificial fats while still performing essential duties like hormone regulation, blood sugar management, and detoxification. Over time, the burden builds, silently impacting overall health and fat metabolism. Now that we have explored all 7 foods, it becomes clearer why they are so harmful to the liver and fat metabolism. Alcohol tops the list because the liver must process almost every drop, and repeated intake leads to inflammation and fat buildup. Sugary drinks and foods high in fructose push extra sugar to the liver, where it is converted into fat, making it harder for the body to burn stored energy. Fried foods and fast meals overload the liver with unhealthy fats while increasing inflammation, slowing down fat metabolism. Processed and packaged foods are full of additives, preservatives, and chemicals. These require the liver to work overtime, while refined carbohydrates like white bread, rice, pasta, and many baked goods spike blood sugar and insulin, promoting fat storage in the liver. Red and processed meats add saturated fats and cholesterol, forcing the liver to manage extra fat while handling preservatives and additives. Finally, trans fats and hydrogenated oils, common in many packaged snacks and margarine, are artificial fats that the liver struggles to process, raising inflammation and liver fat over time. Each of these foods, when consumed regularly, creates stress on the liver and slows fat loss. Awareness of these 7 culprits is the first step toward reducing the burden on the liver and supporting better metabolism, energy levels, and overall health. Supporting the liver starts with the foods you choose every day. Whole, natural foods give the liver less work and more nutrients to perform its essential functions. Vegetables provide fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins that help the liver process toxins efficiently. Fruits supply natural sugars in smaller amounts, along with protective compounds that reduce inflammation and support cell repair. Lean proteins, such as fish, chicken, eggs, and plant-based sources, provide building blocks for the liver to repair itself and maintain metabolism. Whole grains, like brown rice, oats, quinoa, and barley, release energy slowly, preventing sudden spikes in blood sugar and insulin. They also support digestion and provide steady fuel for the body. Drinking plenty of water is equally important, as hydration helps the liver flush out toxins and keeps metabolism running smoothly. Herbs, spices, and certain natural oils can also provide extra support by reducing inflammation and promoting healthy liver function. Eating in a balanced way allows the liver to focus on fat metabolism, energy production, and hormone balance. When the liver functions efficiently, fat burning improves, energy levels rise, and overall health strengthens. Making these choices consistently helps the body maintain its natural rhythms and keeps the liver from becoming overloaded, letting it work in harmony with the rest of the body every single day. If you found this video helpful and want more tips to lose fat and support your liver, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We share simple, science-based advice that can help you feel healthier and more energetic every day. Comment yes below if you are ready to start eating clean and taking better care of your liver. Stay consistent, make small changes, and watch how your body responds. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.